All right, part two. So I'm just going to start with your knee extension. So is that as far as you can extend your knee? Okay, great. That's actually really good. Let's see, you're about 7 degrees away from neutral. So I'm going to try to push your knee down just a little bit more. Does that hurt? Okay, let me line that up. And now I have about 5 degrees away from neutral, so that's great. So go ahead and flex your knee as much as you can. Is that okay? Okay, so I'll try to do this. I know it's painful. Okay, so I have you at about 100 degrees of knee flexion. I'm going to try to bend that just a little bit more. Can I go a little further? No? Okay, it's hurting. Okay, so now I'm about 104 degrees of knee flexion. All right, thank you so much. You can go ahead and make that comfortable. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to do some sensation tests on you. I'm going to come over here, and what I'm going to do first is it's going to be, I'm going to touch your leg with this cotton ball. And every time, I'm going to have you close your eyes, and every time you feel it, just say yes, okay? So we'll practice on your left side first. All right. You ready?
Mm-hmm. Yes. 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 Yes.
Okay, good job. So now I'm going to do the same thing on your right side. Okay. You ready?
Mm-hmm. Yes. 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 I don't feel that. I didn't feel it.
Okay.
Yes. 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 Kind of, yeah.
Okay. Well, great job. You really know what you're talking about. So, now I'm going to do a two-part test. So I'm going to swipe you on your left leg, then your right leg, and you're going to tell me if they feel the same or if they feel different. And if they feel different, tell me which side feels stronger or weaker. Okay, so do this and this feel the same?
Yes.
Do this and this feel the same?
Yes.
Okay. How about this and this?
Yeah.
Okay. How about this and this?
I like it more.
Okay. So how about this and this?
Same.
This and this?
Same.
How about this and this?
I only did one again.
Only did one? Okay. About this and this?
Same.
This and this?
Same.
This and this?
Same.
About this and this?
I think I felt it a little, but it's mostly on just the left.
So the left had a stronger
More,
sensation
yeah.
than the right? Okay. Well, thank you for that. So now I'm going to look at your joints. So this first test, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move you into position. It's either going to be up, down, in, or out.
Okay.
And once I get there, you're going to tell me what position I put you in, okay? So you're going to have your eyes closed. So just tell me what position I put you in. Okay? Okay, great job. So I'm going to do the same on your right side. So keep your eyes closed. great job. So now for this next one, I'm going to check your joint motion. Go ahead and open your eyes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move your right foot either up, down, in, or out. And you're going to mimic that movement with your left leg, okay? So what's going to happen is you'll go up, down, in, out. Okay? So go ahead and close your eyes. All right, great job. So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to put your shoes on and I'm going to have you sit on up and we're going to do some more tests up there, okay? So I'll explain to you how to get up on your feet once I get your shoes on. These are great looking tennis shoes. Okay, so what I want you to do, is I want you to get up on your elbows and scoot your body this way, and then I'm going to help you get your feet to the floor, and we're going to sit on up on the side of the bed. But what I want you to know is that this right leg cannot have any weight on it, okay? Your doctor said it's non-weight bearing, so we can't put any sort of weight through it at all. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay, so why don't we go ahead and get on your elbows and scoot on over. This area. Okay, great job. Are you feeling dizzy at all?
I'm okay.
You're okay? Okay, I'm going to put this robe on you. Do you feel like you're going to fall over at all? Okay. Don't want any tripping up. Okay. So we have that. So, is that nice and warm? Great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check your arm strength just to make sure that we can transfer over to your wheelchair and it'll be easy to move around at home with your arms. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to have you put your arm out like this, okay? And I want you to hold it there, and I'm going to try to move you out of that position, okay? All right, great job. That's a 5 out of 5. So next, I want you to put this arm back here like you're elbowing someone from behind. Okay, so again, stay in that position. I'm going to try to move you out of it. All right, great job. That was another 5 out of 5. So I'll have you put your arm out like this. Okay. Again, hold that position. All right, another 5 out of 5. Now keep your arm down here, and I'm going to try to move your arm away from your body, but you keep it close, okay? Great, 5 out of 5. So now I want you to have your hand out like this, just past 90 degrees. And again, hold your arm like that. I'm going to try to move it out of that position, okay? All right, 5 out of 5. I'll have your arm out like this. And then I'm going to try to move your arm in. You're going to push away from me, okay? All right, 5 out of 5. Great job. So next what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have your hand like this, and you're going to try to keep it there. And thank you. And I'm going to try to push it down, okay? All right, again, 5 out of 5. You're just great. Okay, and again, hold your hand like this, and then I'm going to try to move it down there, okay? Okay, another 5 out of 5. Now, I'd like you to hold your hand like this, and I'm going to try to move it so you go like that, okay? But you're not going to let me, because you're so strong. Okay. Good job. I'd say that's a 4+. Those are a little weaker, though. It's hard to keep. So yeah, again, I'd like you to go like this, and then I'm going to try to flip you that way. that was great. 5 out of 5. So now I'd like you to hold on to my fingers and then squeeze them as hard as you can. Okay, great job. 5 out of 5. So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to check your left leg to make sure that it's A-okay. So let's get this sheet off you and we can get you all covered up now that you have your robe on. So, okay. So what I'd like you to do is to lift your foot off and then hold that position and I'll press down. You try to keep it. Good job. That was 5 out of 5. Now stick your leg out, but keep a little bit of bend in it. Okay, can you hold it? Try to push. Good job. 5 out of 5. So now I'm going to have you keep your leg out, and I'm going to push against you, and you're not going to let me move you, okay? So hold. Good job. 5 out of 5. Now I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to try to push you in, and you're not going to let me do that, okay? So I'll put your leg a little bit in. Let's see. All right, let's try to push out. Good job. So now I'm going to have you stick your toe over there to that wall. Keep your hips down and in the air. Or yeah, I guess the bottom of your foot. That's probably a better direction. So you're going to try to keep your foot there. Okay. All right, another 5 out of 5. You're just doing great.
This side's strong.
Yeah.
Not the other one.
Alright, so again, hold it there. Okay, I'm going to give you about a 4 on that because you could hold to moderate and it didn't stay. So next, I'm going to have you point your toe up, and then I'm going to try to push you down and you don't let me, okay? Alright, another 5 out of 5. I'll go ahead and take your shoe off and test that big toe. So just point that big toe up for me. Alright, I'll give you a full plus on that. Okay, now I'm going to do some of the same things on your right side, but I'll try not to hurt your knee. If you feel any pain, please let me know. Is it still about a 4 out of 10, or has it increased?
It's a little bit more, but not much.
It's a little bit more? Okay, we'll try to
Maybe
keep
5,
Okay, we'll try to keep that pain down. So, again, I'm going to have you raise that foot up and get that thigh off the bed. Does that hurt? Okay, so let's put it back down. So I'll give you a 3 out of 5 because you could get to the position, but I don't want to bother that knee. So we'll just go down to the ankle. And can you point your toe up? Okay, and I'm going to push down. Again, don't let me do that. Alright, good job. 5 out of 5. So you did a great job. I'll test that big toe. Also, seems silly, but it's important in walking. So point that big toe up to the sky. Alright, 5 out of 5. You did great. So now what I want to do is measure your range of motion on your right knee again. And sometimes we can get a little bit more range of motion with sitting, so I just want to check that. So here's my goniometer. Okay. So can you extend your foot out here as far as you can?
It hurts to lift it.
It hurts to lift it? Okay, so is that as far as you can go? Okay, so I'm getting about 32 degrees from neutral for knee extension, and then I'm just going to lift it. Is that too much?
It's not too.
Okay. Ooh. It's not bad. Really? Okay. So now I'm at at about 25 degrees from neutral for knee extension. So now I'd like you to bend your knee as much as you can. You can put it under the table if you need to.
That's about it.
That's about it. Yeah, I'd still say that's pretty good. Okay, so you're right at 88 degrees of knee flexion. I'm going to try to push that just a little bit more. Is that too far? Okay. And so now I'd say you're about 94 degrees of knee flexion. So good job. I'll let you go like that. Okay, so I think we're ready to take you down to PT. And I'm going to put this gait belt on you so we can get ready for therapy. Start getting you better, getting you home. It's a pretty big gait belt for such a little person. Okay, so you're doing a great job using your arms to keep yourself up. When we move to the wheelchair, I'm going to want you to use your arms. What I'm going to have you do, so we're moving from the bed to the wheelchair, and what we're going to do is first I'm going to have you lean forward, and then on the count of 3, I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, stand, and you'll stand up, and you can use your arms to push yourself off the bed, and then we'll pivot over to the wheelchair, and I want you to use your arms to help yourself get into the wheelchair, and I don't want you to grab onto me, okay? So, and another thing I want you to really remember is that you cannot put any weight on that right leg, okay? So I'll try to help you with that. So, whenever you're ready, go ahead and lean forward. Lean forward, and then we'll say 1, 2, 3, stand. We'll pivot over, use those legs, and I'll lock these life things into place. Let's put this up. And then usually this would be elevated, but this wheelchair isn't quite working. So we're just gonna leave you there. And since it's a little cold in the hallway and we don't want you getting cold, I'll throw this on top of you. Maybe. And we can go on, go to therapy.
Yay.